And you know how that God energy just take over me. So I was just thinking about the times where I had plenty different encounters where people really thought they were going to sabotage what I had going for myself. Like intentionally sabotage. You know, meaning they get mad at me and intentionally try to do something that they think will alter my vision or my goal. Like really thinking they had the power to stop me. And I was just thinking like, nobody can stop me or stop us from achieving our goals. If you are really truthfully connected to the divine power and the creator of this universe, you know that no matter what nobody do to you or attempt to do can stop you. You know, you know how it, even just like been on a podcast, we've worked with a lot of people, and we had people to walk out on us. And because I didn't have any experience behind the scenes, so they felt that that was their leverage.
Yeah.
That was their leverage to hold their power. Like, I can't keep going because I don't know anything about it.
Right.
But when God give you a vision, when God give you a mission, when God give you the tenacity and the will to work through anything, and you solely, truly depend on that divine power, nobody can stop you. And I don't care what situation it may be.
Right.
And I know you can think of times where people try to sabotage what you had going on, your dreams, your hopes, your visions, thinking that, okay, what if I talk to this person? I can stop them from building that relationship. What if I go talk to the boss? I can stop them from getting that raise. Welcome back to another episode of the Big Dog Talk Podcast. It's me, the one and only Big Charles in the building.
What's up, y'all? I'm cutting him off. It's your girl, Big Shay, and we back in the building with another episode for y'all.
Why you cut me off like that?
Listen, let's go.
You cut me off like that. Oh, we don't got time to play.
Work been working.
We on a nah, say that. we on a job now, and she don't want to play. You know what I mean? But anyway, how you feeling?
I'm good. I'm cool.
You look colorful.
Yeah, feeling colorful today.
Those aren't considered bamboo earrings, right?
Nah, these are hoops.
Hoops. Okay.
You had bought me some bamboo earrings for my 30th birthday.
Don't do that. Don't even do that. You didn't appreciate it.
I did.
You did not appreciate that.
I did.
And the price that they cost at the time.
Can we get those fixed? I've been begging for you to get them fixed.
They're broken into pieces.
Nope, just two. One earring is in two pieces.
Disrespectful.
Yeah.
Disrespectful.
My 30th birthday.
But anyway, shout out to the amazing date this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So we go on a lot of dates, right? A lot of dates.
What?
However, this is our second time going to this particular date.
Right.
And I absolutely love it.
See, here's the thing, though.
Absolutely love it.
You know why I think you love it, though? Well, first of all, here's the thing. We go listen to hip-hop. We went and listened to hip-hop.
Real nostalgic,
real old school hip-hop. Like, this, was it Reasonable Doubt?
Yeah. This was the Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt album, and then the first one was the Outkast.
But this is in the 90s. I think Reasonable Doubt was like in 96.
I think so.
And I think, you know what, Aquemini, is it Aquemini?
Aquemini, maybe?
Yeah, it's Aquemini.
Yeah.
But anyway, I think you like these dates, though, these hip-hop dates, old school hip-hop dates, because you're a Harlem chick. Yeah. And you from that era of, like, solid culture. I really didn't know too much about, like, the understanding of culture until you really introduced me to it.
I am, like, you know, I'm so big on culture. Like, I just feel like, you know, like you said, growing up in Harlem, there was a solid culture of who we felt that we are, what we connected to, the way we dressed, the music we listened to, the things that we did, the things that we ate. Like, you know, like everything was just connected to like just this beautiful culture that made Harlem a beautiful, beautiful place.
Hey, you were at the event getting your dance on in your happy place, saying bar for bar, line
I
for
was
line.
losing my mind.
Like you were in it. Jay-Z come on, Biggie come on, and you like, let's go.
I was losing my mind.
I love seeing you in a happy place, though. It's crazy how we switch roles, though.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, like last year, you asked me, you was like, once you start, how about you plan all of the dates? I'm like, well, hell, I plan all of the vacations. And then you switched it up. I was like, okay, I tell you what. You know, we compete with each other.
Everything's competition.
we gonna get to how you can beat me.
Oh yeah, I won, y'all. Just
Right.
know I won.
Right. But the hip hop day was amazing.
Yeah.
Seeing you just happy, being nostalgic, being authentic, being in your culture, and then it's giving me another level of world too.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up Mississippi, Waverly, Mississippi, but it's not like when you go to Harlem or when you go to Oakland
Right.
or when you go to New Orleans.
Right.
You know, you have these areas that are just like
Cities.
pivotal,
Rich,
full of culture
Yep.
areas, and now you appreciate that. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, that was a shout out to the amazing event. That was amazing.
I can't wait for the next one. Like,
yeah, right.
I cannot wait for the next one. And it's just something about, you know, real hip hop and understanding like just the history of hip hop.
Right.
And, you know, a DJ also valuing that and bringing that back right now, just so that people can get in just for an hour, get in that space of just freedom and being nostalgic, and it brings back memories and it was good times.
Hey, shout out to my DJ Sean, man. You killing it right now.
Yeah.
We listen, we love the event, you heard me?
Yep.
Golly.
Yep. Waiting for the next one.
But anyway, I got something I want to talk about.
Oh boy.
Nah, I go to the gym every morning. I was leaving the gym this morning, and you know how that God energy just take over me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just thinking about the times where I had plenty different encounters where people really thought they were going to sabotage what I had going for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Like intentionally sabotage.
Mm-hmm.
You know, meaning they get mad at me and intentionally try to do something that they think will alter my vision or my goal.
Mm-hmm.
Like really thinking they had the power to stop me.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just thinking like, nobody can stop me or stop us from achieving our goals.
Mm-hmm.
If you are really truthfully connected to the divine power and the creator of this universe, you know that no matter what nobody do to you or attempt to do can stop you.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it even just like been on a podcast. We've worked with a lot of people, and we had people to walk out on us.
Mm-hmm.
And because I didn't have any experience behind the scenes, so they felt that was their leverage.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was their leverage to hold their power. Like, I can't keep going because I don't know anything about it.
Right.
But when God give you a vision, when God give you a mission, when God give you the tenacity and the will to work through anything, and you solely, truly depend on that divine power, nobody can stop you. And I don't care what situation it may be.
Right.
And I know you can think of times where people try to sabotage what you had going on, your dreams, your hopes, your visions, thinking that, okay, what if I talk to this person? I can stop them from building that relationship.
Uh-huh.
What if I go talk to the boss?
Mm-hmm.
I can stop them from getting that raise. What if I can get them fired?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
The biggest thing with, you know, people attempting to sabotage, you know, your plan is, this is why it's important for people to really know what their purpose, their vision, and their mission in this life is, right? Because when you come to the clear understanding of, I know why I'm here. I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know what it's going to look like, but in my inside world, I'm completely clear that what I am doing right now aligns with why I'm here on this earth. And so the example that you just used with the podcast, you have a 1000% clear vision that this podcast is going to work regardless if you sitting up here by yourself.
Right.
It's going to work.
It's going to work.
And so with that level of confidence and that level of knowing and that level of, self-awareness and just talking your big talk, there's nothing or nobody, I'm saying nothing and nobody, two negatives, that can happen to deter you away from this plan and this vision and this mission. A lot of us at times go through life unsure. I think I want to, get a promotion in my business or in my company, or I think I want to start this business, or I think I'm supposed to do it this way. You got to know what you're supposed to be doing. So that way, when adverse energy and people with attempts to try to lead you to the left or slow down your progress from jealousy or competition or whatever the case may be, it's not going to work. Because when God gives you a vision, he also gives you plan B, plan C, D, E, and F all the way through Z.
When God, listen, first of all, I like the word adverse.
Yeah.
I love the word adverse.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of a story one time. They have this story, I'm a preacher's kid.
Yes.
They have this story in the Bible where this king wanted David to use his gear to fight Goliath.
Mm-hmm.
This king, y'all go look it up. This king wanted David to use his equipment to fight against Goliath. Now, when David went to go take the king's equipment, right? He put the equipment on and he said, I can't use this. I can't use this. I know you think I should use this. I know you think you know what's best for me, but I can't use your equipment to fight this battle. Oh my God.
That's good.
Oh my God.
That's good.
Oh my God.
That's good.
Oh my God. David said, you know what? Respectfully,
that doesn't belong to me.
Your equipment does not belong to me.
Mm-mm.
But what I can do, allow me to use my equipment, allow me to use my gifts in order to navigate this next level.
Yeah.
You following me?
Yeah.
Make a long story short, David gave the king back his gear. David said, I'm using my gear because what's for me is for me.
I feel like that's what I just said.
You made me think of the story.
I feel like that's what I just said.
David put on his gear.
Yeah.
You understand me? David put on his gear, his own gear, went against Goliath. David said, just give me a rock and a slingshot. You understand me?
Yeah.
That's all I need. I don't need the big knife.
I don't need all that.
It don't have to look pretty.
Yeah.
I don't need the sword. I don't need all of that. Give me my rock and my slingshot and watch me defend my Goliath. You understand?
David also said, let me do it my way.
Ooh.
Let me do it my way.
Ooh.
A lot of times you look at a situation and scenario, and you know what? The king, I'm going to defend the king right now. The king could have had good intentions. Like, let me help you out. I know this is going to work for you because it worked for me. I won all my battles with this gear. So I want you to use it. No, David said, let me do it my way. Because he has his own gifts, his own talent, his own strength, and he has a clear vision on what he needs to win his race and his battle in life.
Oh my God.
Now, if we could take that and apply it to
our lives,
our own lives, baby, let me tell you something, we'll be unstoppable.
Oh my God.
I use that technique, because I get into a lot of spaces and I do a lot of research, in the field that I am. And I see that people, I might come across somebody that also, provides childcare. And I look at the way that they do it and I say to myself, oh, maybe I should do that. But then when I pause and say, you've been doing this for a decade, right? It's one thing to want to revamp certain areas of your business, or it's one way to not change the goal, but maybe do the strategy a little bit different. But it's another thing when you just see somebody and then automatically like, oh, I should do it like that. Just because you think the way that they're doing it is better than what you're doing. But your way has also been proven to be successful.
How many times do we really deal with sabotaging, whether it be your friends, your boss? But me personally think no one can sabotage you but you.
I'm so glad you said that because I've been holding back from bringing in self-sabotaging while we've been having this conversation because I don't want to go too far. So yes, external, people can attempt to sabotage.
And what does that look like though? When a person tries to, because this happens though
all the time,
and we having this conversation for some reason, and I woke up this morning and that energy was on me. I even made a video about it. It's a twofold story.
Mm-hmm.
Two side coin.
Okay.
Heads and tails.
Yep.
On one end, there are certain people that really believe that they can stop your journey from being successful. And then there's the flip side of the coin where the other person feel like that is possibly true. If I don't kiss their butt, if I don't stay connected to them, if I don't do what's right for them, they possibly could stop my future. David could have said, you know what, if I don't use his armor, King gonna be mad at me, and he's not going to.
Right.
And I'm not going to get this reward.
Yeah.
For defeating Goliath. And so it's like
I might lose.
I might lose. So even that's the self-sabotaging. Right? I want to slow down right there and let people grab those principles that are listening, because on one end we think they're our enemy now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When that person walked out the door on me,
mm-hmm.
when that preacher told me that I was going to be a lowlife and nobody would never listen to me,
mm-hmm.
when that person stole money from me, when that family member told me intentional hurtful things
mm-hmm.
that was so disrespectful that we can never come back from.
Right.
They were intentionally trying to hurt me and sabotage me.
Right.
But on the flip side, I instantly, I'm getting mad at them.
Mm-hmm.
I want revenge.
Mm-hmm.
At that point, I'm giving them too much power.
Yep.
I'm going to show them better than I can tell them. I'm going to prove them wrong.
Right.
And I'm saying that to say I could have skipped all of those emotions like I do now.
Yeah.
Like I do now. If it wasn't for growth and experience and divine wisdom. You don't have to get mad at nobody that's trying to stop you. You think you want that job promotion, you want to get that raise, and the assistant manager is putting something negative in the manager's ear, and they making you feel like you're not good enough. No, what God has for you, it is for you. You just have to trust the plan and keep going and moving accordingly to the vision, no matter what. If that assistant manager, and I'm just speaking metaphorically right now.
Absolutely.
If that assistant manager put a negative word in the manager's ear, and let's just say you did get fired.
Mm-hmm.
All that means is,
make it plain,
that is part of God's plan to elevate you to the next level. Listen, I read this good book and it said, I will make your enemies your footstool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Meaning anybody that even attempts to be your enemy, use them as a ladder to get to the next level.
Yeah.
Talk back to me, Big Shay.
No, you talking about all the things right now. And so what you said, I want to backtrack just a little bit. You mentioned something about, matching their energy, so to speak. I'm going to get back at them, watch this, watch what I do.
Feelings hurt.
That's ego.
Emotions.
And ego. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, in my opinion, yes, I have had in my workplace, when I was in corporate America, in my business, relationships with family and friends, I've had people try to sabotage me. In my opinion, nothing is worse than that besides me sabotaging myself. Nothing is worse than that. Why? Because when you talk about self-saboteur, you living in your mind, you're creating a lot of things in your mental space over, and you with yourself all day, over and over again. You know, like, I'm not good enough. I can't elevate to that level, or I can't get my business off the ground, or I can't make my business profitable and make this amount of money, or this is just too much for me. Like, I just can't see myself doing X, Y, and Z. That to me is more powerful and more detrimental than any external factors trying to sabotage anything I got going on.
Well, that's not an opinion, though. That's facts.
I stand on it. I stand on it.
That's facts.
I stand on it because we are our worst enemy.
Here's the thing. Check this out. Let's just say when I got kicked out the church.
Right.
I was young, but 27.
Yeah.
I always knew that I was supposed to inspire people, uplift. I knew I have something in me that nobody can take from me. God-given, I can wake up and I inspire people. Born to do that. But when that pastor told me that I was a lowlife, I was a lost cause, someone of so much power speaking this to a young man at the time, honestly, if I didn't know who I was at the core of me, it could have ruined me. And I'm saying that to bring it back full story. A lot of times we do not realize our power at the core of us. Because if I did not know that I was born to inspire and bring out the best out of people, I was born to enlighten people and take them to another level of awareness. I was born to help people's lives become better. I was born to be a source of light to this world, to our communities, to our families. I was born for that. At that moment, when those negative words were being spoken at me, I went through a phase of, let's just be honest though, emotional changes, anger, holding it for a while. Want to fight, want to cuss him out, want to get revenge, you know. But deep down, I knew I had a power on the inside of me that nobody could take away from me.
Right.
And I'm saying that to say this, something that was, because I thought I was going to be a minister. Something that could have been detrimental to my soul. Because I had the tenacity and the boldness and the courage, some people will say almost crazy. I would say, yeah, to believe that, no, I have something that the world needs. I kept going. No one would never follow you. No one would never listen to you. No, who wants to hear you talk? Nobody want to listen to you. You'll never have a church as big as mine. You will never be this. You are a lost cause to Christ. You are a lost cause to your family. You are a low life. But I had the will and the tenacity to believe that something inside of me I have to give to this world.
Yep. So you kept going.
So I kept going. I kept going and here comes a creative idea about starting a podcast that I knew nothing about.
Right.
Knew no experience of.
No.
I kept going. No one wants to listen to you. No. A year or two later, almost 70,000 followers. You're a lowlife. You're a lost cause. Man, I just want to hang around you now because I like your energy.
Yep.
I kept going.
Yep.
When it could have sabotaged me. You know what? You're a lost cause to your family. Now, I'm hearing my mom and dad say, son, I hear you. I see you clearly.
Yep.
The vision was way bigger than what I expected it to be for you. I kept going.
Yep.
You hear what I'm saying?
Because you go and even parents sometimes, they see a vision. In your specific example, your parents saw a vision for you that kind of aligned with what you had been exposed to. They knew that you were supposed to encourage and motivate people, but they thought it was supposed to be within the four walls of the church. But inside of you, you knew it's bigger than this.
It's bigger.
It's bigger than this, Mom and Dad. It's bigger than this.
Mom, and trust me. Mom, Dad, trust me.
Watch this.
Watch this.
Yep.
Trust me.
Yep.
The pastor, you a low life to your family. Now I hear my mom and dad, boy, you doing something that's way beyond me. I kept going.
Yep.
Inspiring the people. Hey, man, I want you to come and do an event for me.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I'm going to pay you for this event.
Yep.
I kept going. Moral of the story is you got to know deep down that you are connected to the true divine power of this universe, and nobody can stop you or sabotage you but you.
Yeah.
So you got to keep going.
Yeah. On cue with that, with the Big Dog Talk podcast, one of the things that I love the most about being a business owner is the fact that I create my own ceiling.
Oh, create my own ceiling.
I create the level of success that I want to achieve. I own that. That belongs to me, right?
Wow.
There's nobody, back to the whole saboteur thing, there's nobody that can mess that up but me, right? Nobody. If anybody asks me, why are you entrepreneur? Why do you love it so much? Because I get to create my own ceiling, my own success. When I fail, I get to look at myself. When I succeed, I get to look at myself. And that statement brings me back to when I worked for corporate America. And I was so excited at the tender age of 24 to be invited into such a huge corporation, right? In my mind, I'm like, oh my God, I bet the potential for growth and the potential, for monetary increase is probably endless with getting into this company. I'm in the company, I'm super green, but I'm like, okay, I'm in it now and I can see it. I was constantly working on my professional and personal development to go after the next job that I knew, would bring me up that success ladder of what I thought was my success ladder within that company. Got a couple of, promotions, kind of lateral, but a little more. So when I really realized, okay, I want to go up. I don't want to go this way with more money, more. So I want to go up way.
You want to go vertical, not horizontal.
That's cool and everything. It takes you a little bit at a time, but I want to go this way. Every time I would get groomed by my mentor, I would spend weeks, sometimes months, preparing for the interview process, which was pretty intense. I would stress myself out. I would do all the things to make sure that I represented myself as the best person for this position. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times I did that process and didn't get none of the jobs that I wanted. To later find out that because at the time I was a single mother, that title would prevent me from doing all the things that they needed me to do. Because in every interview, whoever I spoke to, I was going to make it clear that my priority was my child. So
they were sabotaging you. Intentionally.
Exactly. Well, sometimes we might need you to work 20 hours. Can you do that?
But you want to put your daughter first.
Can get the job done, but at the end of the day, I'm a mother first. And they didn't value that. That wasn't valued.
I like the fact, though, that you talked about you create your own ceiling.
So that's what I'm getting to. Through all those denial letters and letdowns, it started to impact me and my ability. I remember when I started my own business and you used to ask me, what are your strengths? I'm like, well, building relationships, I'm really good at that, but I don't have the ability to strategize and think critically. I never analyzed or assessed that about myself. I was told that. So that slowed me down from making progress even in my own business, right? And so you have to be careful of, even when you go after something that doesn't work out in your favor, it's for a reason. All those denials, all those you didn't get the promotion led me to the best job that I've ever had, which is being a business owner.
And that's all because it's the best job that you ever had because of what?
Because I get to create my own success ladder.
You create your own ceiling.
That's what the ceiling is. I create my own ceiling. I'm going to go high up in my company as I want to.
So moral of the story is you have the power to create your own ceiling. no matter if people are intentionally trying to sabotage you.
Regardless of the naysayers.
You may have some friends in your neighborhood that remember your past experiences.
Exactly.
But because you on a new level now, they're going to attempt to sabotage you.
Yeah.
They're going to bring up everything about your past.
Yeah.
They're going to bring up everything that could possibly embarrass you.
Yeah.
But just know this. They don't have the power to sabotage you. It may seem like it temporarily.
Yeah.
But if you keep going, if you know deep down that it's a truth, that I have a vision and a mission and a purpose that's far beyond greater than who I am and what I stand for. No one can sabotage you intentionally. You can have a boss that know, right, your situation at home.
Mm-hmm.
You are a single mother. And I'm going to use that against you because I don't want you to go to the next level.
Right.
Truthfully, I don't want you to get past me.
Yep.
Because I recognize
that.
I recognize that you have something that's far beyond greater than me and is making me insecure.
Yep. And jealous.
So what I'm going to try to do, I'm going to try to sabotage you because I really wish I had your gift.
That's
I'm going to attempt to sabotage you because I'm really afraid of who you possibly may become.
Yep.
I'm really attempting to sabotage you because now you're making me look at myself in the mirror, and here I am still in the same place. Why?
Yeah.
While you're moving forward.
Yep.
Here I am, my ceiling is capped out.
Yep.
And your ceiling is limitless.
Yep.
Ooh, Big Shay, you just told a story that developed some movies in my mind. Lord Jesus. Lord
I mean that. And what you said, you have to keep going. Through all the negative emotions, through all the attempts to sabotage you, through all the denial letters, rejection letters, you have to keep going. Because if you don't keep going, you're never going to reach that potential that's inside of you.
And we all deserved.
Listen, that's why we're here.
So here's the thing. We are born with gold on the inside of us.
Absolutely.
Every one of us, all of our hidden treasures are hidden on the inside of us.
That's right. Yep.
But we tend to focus on the sabotaging, the people who is trying. We tend to focus on the problem more than we focus on digging up our own gold that's on the inside of us.
Yeah.
We put more energy on the negative.
Yep. And there's always going to be, in life, if you keep going, there's going to be somebody that comes in your life that's going to be that door opener, that window opener, that little nudge that you need. That's going to be that positive reinforcement to say, yep, I'm still on the right track. I was in a grocery store yesterday having a good time, me and my son, getting some groceries. And we were standing in one aisle, trying to decide on what we should get. Lady comes behind me and said, oh, I'm trying to get this right here. I said, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get this right here. I said, oh, okay. So then another lady walks up and she says, if she would have said, excuse me, then you would have known that she wanted you to move. I said, I was thinking the same thing. I said, but I'm really in a good space today and absolutely nobody can mess that up. But you're absolutely right. If she would have said, oh, excuse me, I'm trying to get over here, then the message would have been clearer. But she was trying to be rude to me.
Mm-hmm.
But that worker that worked in the store came right on side of me and said, if she would have said, excuse me, to knew what she meant.
Yeah, because
she took care of that for me. She said it loud enough for the lady to hear it.
I'm glad she did, because if she would have caught you on the wrong day.
I said the same thing. That's why I told her, I said, I'm in a great mood today. I said, that's small stuff. I don't even have time for that.
That's a small battle.
I don't have time for that.
That's a small battle.
Yeah.
And giants don't fight small battles.
I don't deal with that kind of low vibrational stuff.
We big dogs.
I don't deal with that.
We don't even fight poodles. Listen to every listener. We big dogs.
Yeah.
You're a big dog. We're not fighting poodle fights. We're not fighting chihuahua fights.
We don't match energy.
Listen, we're not equal, baby.
We are not equal.
we are not equal. We are not evil.
We are going after big things.
And this is the mindset that we want you to grasp.
That was the point of that story. Thank you, Big Charles, for helping your girl out.
I got you, baby.
Thank you.
You know I got you.
Thank you.
It's your pretty self.
Thank you.
This
That's
is
the point.
This is the mindset that you have to shift to.
Yes.
No matter what.
Yeah.
We big dogs. We going higher. We don't fight small battles. It's no reward in that.
No.
You understand me? They talk about you, try to discredit you, try to detour your vision, try to change it up, and they may even throw a little ripple in the water.
Yep.
But baby,
that's still small. In the big scheme of things, other people trying to sabotage you is small. Now, when you realize you are sabotaging yourself, now
we got a problem.
We got to do a little bit more internal work.
And how can you sabotage yourself? Just by listening to you earlier, is by speaking negative, listening to those stories in your mind, creating things,
limiting yourself. That's too big. That's too big of a goal.
I can't do that.
I cannot do that.
I needed them.
I
needed them to help me get to the next place. I needed them to be my friend.
Or taking on too much stuff that you know you can't handle, that's going to overwhelm you and take you off course. That kind of stuff is self-sabotage, you know?
Listen, this right here, God, thank you.
Got me worked up.
Look, God, thank you for giving me that. This came this morning.
Yeah.
Sabotage.
And in such a short amount of time since we've been in the office, there's been a lot of confirmation. This is what we're supposed to talk about. So I believe that this is going to translate to a lot of our listeners and our viewers. It was a message that was very intentional today. And we out of here. We out of here.
I love you so much.
I love you too.
Your pretty black self.
You see me losing weight?
I see you losing weight. And your skin is glowing. And you got the braids. You know me, I'm from the hood. So, the
Cleos.
You got a lot of layers.
Set it off, isn't it?
You got a lot of layers to you, you know.
I do. I do.
You know? So I do. But you know what I didn't identify with most is the hood in you. Yeah, and I like when you, and I like when you, but you also, you bring me out of my element too. You got me Big Charles these days.
Yeah. You're doing big things.
Yeah, I am.
The world's about to see that.
With my wife on side of me.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love you.
Love you too.
Until next time, check us out on Big Dog Talk _podcast. That's our Instagram, YouTube, Big Dog Talk Podcast, TikTok, Big Dog Talk Podcast. You guys, thank you for your love and for your support. Peace.
We out.